All right, let's talk about how to get out of the decision-making paralyzation. Finally, I can share with you the idea that I've had and that has helped me immensely to make decisions. And I hope that for you, it will do the same. So after you've watched the video, please let me know in the comment section below if it has been helpful, if it has kind of opened your horizons, widened your perspective, and if it has made it easier for you to make decisions. I'd love to know. All right, so let's get into it. When you are faced with making a decision and you're kind of stuck in that place of going back and forth between the two options, it may be that one day you wake up and you are like, okay, I am going to decide to take choice A. And the next day you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to decide to take choice B. And then you jump back and forth between the two. At a certain point, you get so confused that you don't even know anymore which choice to make. You're not able to discern which choice is the right one for you because there's so much chaos going on, like emotional chaos in your head and in your thoughts, and it's impossible to discern which decision is the right one for you, and that can be so exhausting and so tiring. I know because I've been there many places before, many times before, I wanted to say. So imagine that there are two different parts in you. There is the part that wants to take choice A, and there is another part that wants to take choice B. And what happens is that basically you switch between those two parts unconsciously, of course, and then you think, on one day you think, oh, today I want to take choice A, and the next day you think, oh, today I want to take choice B. And what happens is that basically you switch between the two parts. Today you think that you are one part, and then the next day you think you are the other part. But the truth is, you aren't either of the two parts. Those two parts are, as their name is, just parts of you, but they aren't you. They are not you in your wholeness. They are not you in your full authority. So what you want to do is to get some distance, to get some clarity from those two parts, step away, get some distance so that you can again discern what you really want. And you step in, so that means that you step into your authority that is the authority to decide. And I want you to imagine that those two parts both have aspirations. They both have values, different values. They both have an opinion about which route you should go down. And they are both trying to convince you to go down their road because they each and every one of them separately thinks that their road is the right road. You know what I mean? And basically, they both have hopes and dreams, they both have aspirations, and they both have an expectation of what they think that would be best for you and of what they kind of want you to experience. Like, for example, let's say that the most important value for the part that wants to take choice A is freedom. And the most important value for the part that wants to take choice B is safety. And as you may know, or as we all know, freedom and safety often include going into two completely different directions. Often, not always, but often. So, what if those two parts that are basically trying to make you go their way or trying to convince you to go their way, in truth, both want the same thing, and that is for you to be happy, that is for you to feel good, that is for you to have a wonderful life. It's just that, part A thinks that freedom is the way to get you there, and part B thinks that safety is the way to get you there. So just stepping away, thinking, oh my God, what if those two parts, what are their values? And what if they both actually want you to get you to the same place. You being happy, you feeling well, you living a good life and being okay, which I think is probably what ultimately we all want, right? And they just have these two different opinions of how to get you there. So it's two different ways that might bring you to the same outcome. Yes, the experiences that you will make are going to be different on each of the paths because they are different paths, and they will let you experience different experiences. Different events are going to happen in your life. But ultimately, what if ultimately they will lead you to the same outcome? What then? What choice would you make then? And what if ultimately it doesn't even really matter? Because in the end, and that may sound a little harsh, we are all going to die. So it's just experiences that we are making on this path, and they can be different. Do you know what I mean? And of course, I know that the experience matters because we are going through them. And of course, we want to avoid to experience as much pain as we possibly can, which is like totally natural. But if you're stuck in this place where like, oh my God, what is the right choice for me here? I don't know. I don't get it. And you go back and forth and it's just so exhausting. It's so tiring. It's taking up so much of your energy just to get to a place where you feel like you can make a decision. It can be so helpful to widen your perspective, like zooming out a little bit. And what if, just for a moment, you looked at this decision from this place? From this place of what if the outcome is going to be the same? And if you're afraid to make, quote unquote, the wrong choice, is it really true that if you make a choice and it turns out to be like not the right one, really difficult, you wish you would have taken the other choice, but at the same time, will it be true that you will never be able to experience happiness again? Does it mean that you will never have and live positive emotions in your life ever again? And just what's your answer to that? I'd really love to know. Please let me know in the comments what the answer came up within you as I've asked you this question, because I'd really love to know. I'd really love to know. And yeah, do you think that even if it turns out to be the wrong choice, you will never be able to be happy again? Please let me know your answer in the comments. I truly love to know. Yeah, that was basically what I wanted to share with you in a nutshell. And I'd love to hear your opinion on this, if that's helpful. If that's helpful to you, I'd also love for you to leave me a like, just so that I know that it has been helpful. And I'm wishing you the most wonderful day, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you soon again. Bye for now.